Hey you guys, it's Sonia. So first things first, today is my 2-month lock anniversary. I've had my Sisterlocks, y'all, for 2 months now. I'm definitely seeing a difference. I'm seeing fullness, I'm seeing length, and I'm happy. I made it 2 months. I'm loving it. I'm enjoying it. I have a few announcements that I wanted to make. For one, I changed the name of my YouTube channel from my full government name to It's Sonia. I did that because for whatever reason, every time I'm on YouTube, when I do a new video, I say, hey you guys, it's Sonia. I feel the need to introduce myself every time. So I just thought, I'm like, I might as well make that my new thing. So it's Sonia. I updated my YouTube channel, so check it out. Not saying that it's gonna, the changes that I've made so far are gonna be permanent. I'm still playing with stuff, and I'm pretty sure I'm still gonna change a few other things. So stick with me. Keep checking it out. I also I'm working on my website for It's Sonia, and I figured since natural hair and blogging are my passions, it's time for me to start showing that and really working on that. So that's what I've been working on lately, having my own website, and it's gonna feature my blogging. But it's also going to be a wealth of information about natural hair care, encouragement for anybody who's thinking about going natural, or for those who are already natural and they're just, they want to get more into healthy hair care, what oils to use, teaching people about their hair, because there's so many people I've noticed, especially since being locked, is that a lot of people don't know anything about their natural hair. They get locked and then they run into a lot of roadblocks or things that they don't necessarily like because they don't know their hair. And it's really important, even if you're locked, like if you had perm and you got your permed hair locked, you still need to learn about your natural hair and what it does, what your hair type is, how to care for it. So my website is going to be that place where anybody can go and hopefully find answers to their questions, and just be a place to find whatever to find answers to their questions. So I'm working on that. And I want to be that place of encouragement, because I want to encourage women who have natural hair to feel good about their natural hair, to love it, to view it as beautiful, because it is. And don't be ashamed of it. Don't cover it up. Rock it, wear it, love it. Learn your hair, your natural, beautiful hair. So that's what my website is going to focus on. And of course, locks, Sisterlocks, how to care and maintain those in the healthiest way. So that's coming down the pipe. What else? My latest blog post. My latest blog post, if you haven't checked it out, I hope you will. And if you haven't, shame on you. Shame. It's about hair density. And this was something, it was a good subject because it came up during one of my reties or whatever with my loctician. Then it came up again in the conversation I had with a follower on YouTube. And my loctician spoke about my hair growing outside the grid. And at the time, I wasn't quite sure what she was talking about. And I guess I could have asked her, but I didn't. But it kind of stuck with me. And then I did some research. I started looking on YouTube to see if, anybody with Sisterlocks, discussed hair density. And lo and behold, one of my favorite YouTubers, Melissa Blake, did a video a couple of years ago about hair density and how not everybody's hair grows the same. Like, not everybody's hair keeps the grid. And I'm one of them. Like, the minute my hair starts to grow, the grid disappears. And I can have a retie, and 2 weeks later, you don't see my grid no more, or it's starting to disappear. So, lovely Melissa Blake, who I love, she is a wealth of knowledge, you guys. So, please check out her YouTube channel, follow her, subscribe. She's awesome. I also follow her on Facebook too. So, but she explained how, for those who have those concerns, who think, oh, what's wrong with my hair, or why won't my hair hold the grid? And she did a beautiful job explaining that. And then I also just, did a little more research as far as, hair density and what it means to have low hair density or high hair density. I have high hair density. And basically what hair density is the number of strands on your head. And that determines how thick or thin your hair is. And so if you have low hair density, that means that your strands are lower than the average amount of individual strands on your head. And so that means you can easily see your scalp. And, so it's harder for you to have that thick, fuller hair. But we all know with Sisterlocks, yeah, you might start out scalpy in the beginning, or at your reties or whatever, but it doesn't last because your locks are going to swell and mature, and it's going to cover up those gaps. So you're not going to stay scalpy forever. But this helps explain why you have that scalpy look more so than somebody else. And if you have high hair density, that means, you have more strands of hair, thicker strands of hair, which makes you not have that scalpy look. Your hair covers up everything because it's thick. So, or medium. If you have medium hair density, you're somewhere in between. So there's low, medium, high. I fall in that high category, and I provided that picture of me after I got my locks, and you cannot see any of my scalp. And that's just how my hair is. It always has been. It always will be. Some people are, they're stuck on the grid. Like, they want to have that grid. The grid means everything to them because I guess the Sisterlock grid validates to them that they actually have Sisterlocks. I don't feel that way. I know I have Sisterlocks. I've never been hung up on the grid. And I guess a lot of that is because my grid doesn't stay anyway. You only see my grid after a retie, and then it's back to this. I don't get another retie until the 1st or 2nd of February. So, and I'm okay with that. Like, I'm not hung up on the grid. I'm not going to go around flashing people, look at my grid, I'm not hung up on that like that. It doesn't matter to me. So, that was what this latest blog was about. And it even talked about, if you want to check to see what your hair density is, you can look at your hair in its loose natural state if you're still natural. And, if your scalp is easily visible, then you have a low hair density. If your scalp is somewhat visible, is medium. If you can't see your scalp at all, you have high hair density. So if your hair grows outside the grid, it doesn't mean it's breakage. It doesn't mean that, it doesn't necessarily mean that your loctician did something wrong or she's not tightening your hair tight enough, even though those could be valid issues. But I know for me, that's not the case. I just have high hair density, and that's why you don't see my grid. You just don't. Only on reties. And then it disappears within, I would say, 2 weeks. 2 weeks is the longest I'll see my grid after a retie. So just wanted to discuss that, share that with you. Check out my blog. It talks about all of that. I also posted Melissa's video, the video that I viewed that really helped me get a better understanding of hair density and what it means when you don't see your grid anymore, and how it's okay. It's not the end of the world, because there's nothing you can do about your hair density. It just isn't. So, I hope you guys are having a wonderful hump day. I did. Thank you for watching. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. And like this video. What's wrong with y'all? Like it. You know you want to. I'm hungry. I don't know what's for dinner, but I'm going to figure that out in a second. I will talk to you lovelies later. Thank you, thank you, thank you for watching and for subscribing, and keep checking out my blog. Stay tuned for my YouTube updates, and I'll let you know when that website is up and running, and you can check that out too. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.